Welcome back to Notre Dame Day. I'm Gary Sieber, and you all, I bet, know my next guest. He's Notre Dame's all-time leading rusher, believe it or not, 4,458 yards, a former NFL running back, and a proud 1989 Notre Dame alum, and I make that 99 alum. And now Fighting Irish players call him Coach. That is Autry Denson. Autry's on the Notre Dame Day hotline. Autry, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
So, Autry, I understand you're actually on the road. We were talking with your colleague Todd Light a little while ago. He was down in Nashville. Where are you?
I'm in Naples right now, Naples, Florida.
A little bit warmer down there, I assume.
Yeah, a little bit.
How does that make you feel? I know you just love the cold weather up here, as I understand it.
You know what? I guess I would say, man, my home being naturally Florida, my second home being up in South Bend. I mean, it's the best of both worlds, I guess.
I suppose so. Naples is a beautiful area. A lot of people know that. Now, let's go back. You as you said, you have a lot of connections with Florida. Let's go back to your high school days. You're a superstar basically down there in Florida in high school, and you're being recruited to come up here into the cold weather at Notre Dame. And so what was going through your mind? I'm sure you're getting a lot of pressure from the Florida schools too.
You know what was interesting is I growing up in Florida, man, you do not root for the Irish. And in fact, I was a diehard Florida State fan growing up, was committed to Florida State when I actually took my visit up there. And Notre Dame speaks for itself. It is the best of both worlds, the academics at the level you can do it, and the athletics. So once you, I think a lot of young people in particular from Florida that don't know about Notre Dame don't consider it, but once you kind of have your eyes open to it, I mean, it becomes very obvious what the best choice is. And obviously I made the switch, and hopefully some of these young men will do the same.
Autry, one quick note. I think probably if we asked a lot of people, maybe if they're really tuned into football, they would know. But there may be a lot of people who don't realize that you're the university's all-time leading rusher. Does that kind of follow you around a little bit, and people ask you about that?
You know what, they do, and it's one of those deals that, man, I just truly play football because I love the game. I mean, I'm thankful and appreciative of the fact that I had so many unselfish teammates that allowed me to be able to be in a position where I can be the all-time leading rusher. But, I mean, I think people bring it up more than I do. Again, I just really am appreciative for the opportunity, and I just truly enjoy the game of football.
Well, what was it like when you got a phone call saying that, you were going to be coaching here at Notre Dame? I mean, that had to be kind of a special feeling to return after being a player here.
Absolutely. It was somewhat of one of those surreal moments because I would say that since I got into coaching, you have that in the back of your mind that that would be the dream job. And, who knew that, God would bless me so fast and it would happen. So it was one of those things where, I was like I said, it was surreal because I was so fortunate to be in this position. And I just thank Coach Kelly and, Chad Klunder and just everybody on that staff that saw fit to bring me in and give me the opportunity.
Autry, there are clearly some things that you can coach in running backs, and there are clearly some things that you can't. I mean, in some sense, running backs just have a natural gift for it. But how do you bring out the best in your players? What is it that you're teaching them? Is it really more about technique, or is it just developing an instinct for where you see something?
I think the first thing is that as a coach and a player, the relationship you have is a very intimate one, and I make my players tougher through love, so they know how much I care about them. So therefore, they buy into what I'm saying because they know I care about them. Now, from that standpoint, you hit it dead on the head. There are certain things and certain attributes that you cannot coach. But for the most part, I mean, it's about developing, taking those strengths that they have and building upon them, but then taking the deficiencies, because we all have some, and then trying to bridge that gap between the two and just pushing them, man, to be the best, never being satisfied, teaching them, the attitude of what I call the attitude of legends. That comes about when you sacrifice more than anybody else, when you work harder than anybody else, and you're not cocky, but you're confident because of your preparation, knowing that when you step on the field, you've given up more, done more, sacrificed more, worked harder, so you don't feel entitled. You feel like you've earned it, and therefore you expect great things to happen.
Yeah, Autry, from what you've seen this spring, who should we be keeping our eyes on come fall?
I would say all of them. I would say as a unit, they are all doing a great job. Everybody is buying into what we're asking them to do. Guys are working hard this spring. I think everybody had some bright spots. And overall, it is still that same attitude that we are moving forward, but we're not satisfied, and we just got to keep our heads down and continue to improve as a unit, because we'll need everybody in that room to get what we want to get this year.
All right, and as we wrap up tonight, Autry, what was your degree in here at Notre Dame, and what has it meant to you, and how do you impress that on the players that are there today?
I was a management information systems major, and how I impressed it upon them is that I allude back to what we were saying. Notre Dame is a lifetime decision. It is not a, right now it's not a, and the reality is it is tougher, it is different, but also you understand that because you go through it, what you'll get in the long run it'll be different. It will be not, like none other. So just making sure that they understand that we're about building them holistically, not just as a football player, but as a young man, as a student athlete, and making sure that they have the life skills necessary to be successful both on and off the field.
All right, well, Autry Denson, Notre Dame's all-time leading rusher, thanks very much for taking the time to join us here tonight. Good luck with recruiting down in Naples.
Thank you very much.